Hi Capricorn, this is Tarot with Ariana Stock with your forecast for May 2025. This is the new month, so new energies come into effect this May. I will use these decks which are lined up for a personalized reading as well as for deck purchase. Feel free to reach us at the email address given below. Let's just understand what's in store for you this May. I would also like to thank you for your support in this journey. From the Ideal Tarot, I do have the Sun card. Now, the Sun's energy makes us very energized or revitalized, but it also makes us a bit temperamental because it can be that in May you could blow hot and cold. So avoid overreacting. There are going to be unforeseen eventualities, maybe delays and rescheduling that you have to overcome. This could also leave you a bit edgy. I think you're also someone who does not like tardiness. Your home could also be a concern. Maybe you're also going to give a piece of your mind to clients who are going to dilly-dally when it comes to payment. You don't want anything to do with them. Your thoughts will also be directed towards your health or the health of a family member. Maybe you should increase your intake of water because dehydration could be an issue here. The final days of April stepping into May, I do have the Emperor card. I think in these final days, cooperation was the key. You also needed to focus on tasks already underway rather than start something new. Maybe you had to make a presentation at work and it did go off well. Payment has also come in, but you were also going to be someone who was not going to brook any nonsense. Possibly you were aggravating matters by assuming too much. Maybe you believed that your near and dear ones were critical of you. Misunderstandings had also cropped up. I think you should have avoided getting dragged into quarrels. You were a bit volatile. Maybe family members or someone was also forcing you to react. We are pushed to a corner and we are compelled to retaliate, but the key for you Capricorns was to keep a cool head. Health issues was also something you needed to be mindful of. Many of you were also dealing with people in authority, government officials or the police. Maybe you were lodging official complaints with a superior, whether at work or it could have been with government authorities, like I said. Obstacles to overcome this month or the challenges. I do have the Five of Wands. I think you can expect changes in your schedule. You have to adjust and act as per the situation. The 5 is a number which talks about the need for you to be flexible. This is in the challenge position, so your effort has to be doubled here. You also need to review assignments that you do. Maybe there could be errors because there's a tendency to rush headlong. This month you also have to reply to client inquiries. Your family could also be very demanding, but try not to procrastinate. Oblige them instead of making a fuss. Reconnections are also quite likely for Capricorns. Influences for this month is the Six of Wands. Now with the Sun's energy as well as the Six of Wands, the spotlight is certainly going to be on you. You're going to be hyperactive or proactive. You're going to be on your toes when it comes to your own work or tasks that require your attention. I think back and forth movement is also very likely. Your popularity is also going to be an all-time high. You're going to be quite fair and just while dealing with others. While making your way for work, I think you should keep in mind that you need to carry all documents, or you could end up commuting over and over again. Pay attention to your intuitive abilities. Other than that, I think financial issues will require your attention. Maybe payment is coming in, but then you're also seeking clarity with someone who handles your financial affairs. Endless round of communication could also leave you hassled. I think as a leader also, you're not going to tolerate slow coach workers. Maybe you're going to look for suitable replacements. The former employees could also tap you for they want to return to the workforce. In essence, I think this month there'll be takers for your ideas. You could also spend time clearing your living space. Renovation at home or in your living environment could also be uppermost on your mind. Maybe you should weigh the pros and cons before you do the needful. Other than that, you could also receive gifts from your loved ones this month. The first 10 days of May, I do have the Seven of Pentacles. I think you're going to lay the foundation, or you're going to make plans for your future, do the groundwork. Investments could also be a priority for you. Perhaps some of you are also technically challenged, so you're going to replace gadgets. In case you're asking for an increment, or in case there's an appraisal lined up, then this is the best time when you can be granted the same. I think there are going to be those clients who are going to push you to a corner. They expect you to make allowances for them, taking undue advantage of you, but then someone who has your back, perhaps a junior, could also put that person in his or her place. Avoid getting intimidated by anybody, Capricorns. You should stand your ground for sure. The next 10 days, that is 11 to 20th May, I do have the Three of Wands. A bit temperamental at this time. I think you need to get a grip on it. The shifting emotions could also lead to disagreements with everyone. Perhaps you shouldn't draw conclusions. Maybe you shouldn't assume too much. Loved ones could also dredge up past issues, and this could also mean that you're going to give it back. Around 14, 15, 16 could be a bit tough on you, Capricorns. Sometimes, despite trying honestly, nothing comes of our plan. This could be the feeling around those days. And that initial success can be expected, but from the 3 to the 10 is a long way off. Maybe your well-wisher could suggest that you should assist your former employer, but then you're not going to be keen to do so. You also need to devote your energies or time towards family members. They need you to run errands for them, so try not to defer tasks. Yet this is also the time when you could be singled out for praise from friends and colleagues over the way you control the proceedings at work. Those of you in the leadership position, I think you'll be very delighted and glad that the management or the administrator takes note of your grievances. Maybe there's also a rival whom you want to be taken to task, because she's always up to mischief, or she's always creating doubt and confusion, and rules are not abided by him or her, while all the rules are for you. Banking work will also keep you busy, Capricorns. I think if you're seeking someone's services, then you can expect some allowances. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 31st May, is the Knight of Wands. Now, he is also very proactive Knight. You do have lots of wands in your reading. So this means that you're going to be dealing with the fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, as well as Aries. You're also going to embody those qualities. That is why you're going to be on your toes. It is your adventurous spirit, it is your go-getter attitude which is allowing you to make headway. You're also going to seize the opportunity. So this is turning out to be a productive month for Capricorns. I think you need to concentrate that much harder, because there's a tendency to make mistakes, so focus. There could be some upsetting news also, so this could make you feel dejected and sad. Yet unexpected money gains and opportunities, even surprises are there. Maybe new clients and patrons will tap you for your services, and deals will be inked. You should also seek tips from the financial expert. With respect to your love life, I do have the card Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Trust issues could crop up in your relationship, so be careful, Capricorns. Maybe this is also leaving you fearful about the status of this relationship with this card. A feeling of regret is also there. There's also confusion with respect to this connection, so be careful. Going to be the center of attention. With the Six of Wands, you're certainly coming across as someone who has that personality, that charm about you. You're also someone who is successful, but then you may also feel that you don't have deep pockets. That could also make you fear commitment. Someone could also play matchmaker, maybe through acquaintances or even through you meeting people on account of a social event, but then you could pour cold water on this person's ploys. Reconnections, like I said, could also be possible. I lost myself in you, so this could be true for those of you already in a connection, in a romantic connection for that matter. I think you're going to enjoy good conversations with this person. Time could certainly fly while you're in the midst of this person. Other than that, those of you in an extramarital relationship or in a third party situation, I think you do want your person to acknowledge you publicly, but then he could get cold feet. That is why you feel a sense of loss. That is why you regret being too persuasive. Please stay is the card. Maybe you want to move away or distance yourself from this relationship and connection, but then a part of you is still holding on to this relationship, or it could even be vice versa. I do have this card, some doors are best left closed, from the Divine Messages Oracle, which is implying that if you get a negative response to a particular idea, whether personally or professionally, then I think you should shut the door on the same. You should understand that the universe always opens some other windows and doors. There could be alternatives that you should look at. Maybe there's also gossip swirling with respect to your life, which you need to be careful of. In case you're already married, I think you should avoid overreacting to situations. Maybe barbs could be directed at you by your in-laws or even your spouse, so stay calm and composed. Lily has also come in from Lenormand, which talks about an older woman. I think you do want purity in a connection. The last card in this reading is launching your journey and an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. So this means that many of you want to travel out of town for higher education. Maybe you want to go on a romantic getaway. I think you should pack your bags and make that trip. This is also going to help rejuvenate you. It will help you think clearly. It could help recharge your batteries. I hope Capricorns you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.